Okay, so before we start this video commentary, I wanted to go over I wanted to go over 3 thoughts. Firstly, I wanted to refer to something that Jannik Hansen said a few days ago on Sportsnet 650. He said something to the effect of, you can tell which hockey players are good, which ones are effective, and which ones are ineffective by keeping track of who the puck goes to after a player has it. You've got player A, who has the puck, and 9 times out of 10, the next person that has the puck is on his own team. You've got player B, who has the puck 10 times, and 3 times out of 10, the next player to hold on to the puck is on his own team. Player A is obviously more effective at facilitating play and just keeping the play alive for his team. That's thought number 1. Thought number 2 plays into the actual Vancouver and Carolina setup that we had heading into this game. This was a scheduled win for Vancouver. Carolina is on the second half of a back-to-back. Carolina is playing their 5th game in 7 days. Carolina is starting a goaltender in Dustin freaking Tokarski, who hasn't held an NHL job consistently pretty much in his entire NHL career. He's 35 years old. Remember that World Junior run with Tokarski? Tokarski! Back in 2009? That was a long freaking time ago. So, the Canucks, playing off against a goalie who only has had 4 games this season at the NHL level, they should be able to do some damage, right? Scheduled win. And the third thought I wanted to dive into with this video is the fact that I had a choice. I had a choice to go out there and watch the Red Wings play off against the Blackhawks and see my 3rd favorite team win their 6th game in a row. Really good vibes over there in Motown. Lots of people talking about the Red Wings. I was thinking of making a post-game video for that game too, but then I was like, wait, I didn't even watch the game. I'd just be going out there and talking about it from the highlights. And honestly, that's fine and dandy, but we can talk about the Red Wings later tomorrow. Vancouver, though. Oy, oy, oy. I chose to watch this Canucks and Carolina game over Detroit, thinking about the scheduled loss and thinking about Tokarski. But lo and behold, the Vancouver Canucks have been defeated by Dustin Tokarski 2-0 in regulation. It is a shutout victory for the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Vancouver Canucks did exactly what the Vancouver Canucks have done all year. Low event, low danger hockey. They had 15 shots on goal in this one. And period by period, it didn't look all too great. They had 5 shots in the first period. Their first shot in the second period didn't come until like the halfway mark. That same second period, by the way, they only had 4 shots on goal. And then in the third, the Canucks had 6. Sure, they had opportunities at the end. Sure, they had an empty net, and they were going out there and trying to put the puck in, and they had these long stretches of ozone time. But I wanted to refer back to that Jannik Hansen point. Watch what happens when one player has the puck. Who has the puck next? And I feel like for so many of these Canucks guys in this game against Carolina, when they would have the puck, the next guy to have the puck afterwards would just be like the other team. You know how many gosh darn times Derek Forbort, for example, tries to keep the play alive by tossing it into the corner, and then it just gets easily picked off by Carolina? Okay, rush, here come the other way. Jake DeBrusk, what was that? Connor Garland, as much as he plays with tenacity and bite, I didn't think he had a good game this game. Sure, he was hurt for a good chunk of it as well, but still. The Vancouver Canucks had way too many darn guys in this hockey game that just did not do anything to push play forward in a positive direction. They had so few shots against a goaltender who is in the latter half of his career. Like, I'm sorry, it's Dustin freaking Tokarski. I get that you might remember him as a young guy, but that was in 2009. It's been years. He's 35 years old now. Dustin Tokarski just got a gosh darn shutout. His first shutout in 3 years? What? This Vancouver Canucks team with Elias Pettersson coming back can't get a freaking shot on goal past Tokarski? Bro, it's not even like the Carolina Hurricanes were playing the best kind of hockey they could have anyway. They are playing their 5th game in 7 nights, second half of a back-to-back. While I won't say that they looked super dog-tired out of the water, they still were able to control and do what they needed to do and make sure that this Vancouver team did not get their wheels going. It was low-event hockey from start to finish, and Carolina liked that. The Canucks, on the other hand, how are you, what? What's even happening here? Let's talk about the goals. I guess we can go out there and discuss. 5 minutes left in the first period. The Carolina Hurricanes make it 1-0. It's Jordan Staal. Okay, great. Dmitry Orlov takes a shot, the big rebound is out in front, and Staal is by himself. Nice tracking there, Canucks D-men. Vinny Desharnais, Quinn Hughes out there. People kind of got lost, and they didn't really have their checks. Jake DeBrusk, I feel like, was just kind of everywhere in this game in a bad way. I was very unimpressed with him throughout the game. And in the second period, you had yourselves a goal scored by Andrei Svechnikov, just a minute 30 in, assisted by Jordan Staal. So 2 assists by Staal, 2 points by Staal. He just kind of throws the puck behind the goal. Svechnikov takes it, goes to the corner, walks around Susie, then cuts out in front. It's a really nice play, but the Canucks just let Svechnikov do that. So, great. Anyways, what can the Canucks do now? They had their own opportunities. I mean, I think the biggest one that stands out in people's minds, because it was one of the latter ones, was the Max Sasson chance. Shot on goal, the rebound was out in front, and Sasson had an open cage. He tried backhanding it in, but the puck was kind of rolling, and he was on the weird angle there, so he wasn't able to put it in properly. It went high and over the goal. So, unlucky break there for the young Canuck. But Vancouver in this game just did not do anything that they needed to do. And at this point, you have to ask, the way they're moving around, the way they're creating these offensive opportunities, it's so seldom and it's so lacking that you gotta ask, is it a Rick Tocchet issue, or is it really just the personnel? Because you have Miller, Petey Hughes on tonight. The power play, they had opportunities, but they just could not do anything on them. Any sort of an offensive bite the Canucks had last year was gone. It's like they went into sit-down, shut-down, low-event hockey mode while they were down 1 or 2-0 in this game against Carolina. Dustin Tokarski didn't have to make any super amazing saves. He definitely didn't get oh wow, he stole the game for the Hurricanes type of shutout game there. No, he was just there, and he did the saves. He needed to make saves, and he made them. There wasn't anything that I felt that he could have allowed that would have been okay, that's not his fault. Nah, he just made the saves he needed to make. And Vancouver loses because of it. So now they're down there. Yet another loss. People were talking all about how the team hasn't been able to win without Elias Pettersson. Okay, great. Well, now he's back. And this is what happens. So, yeah. I kind of want to go and make a video about Montreal. I also want to talk about Detroit. My 2 other favorite teams had really good games today, so I want to focus on that. Yeah, no, we can talk about Jakob Dobes, we can talk about Patty Kane. Yeah, we can do that, because the Canucks kind of stink right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this Canucks and Hurricanes game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.